Hey guys, welcome to Big Joe and Meleah's World.
Today we're in Townsend, Tennessee at the Little River Railroad and Lumber Company Museum.
Let's go check them out.
Welcome to Big Joe and Meleah's World.
Where we keep it hillbilly fabulous. Yee yee!
Okay, y'all, Little River Railroad and Lumber Company Museum. Let's check this place out. We've seen this about 100 times coming through here and we have never stopped. It's a beautiful day, so we have decided to check it out. Looks like Joe's reading about this water tank here. What does it say, Hank?
It's the water tank that provided water for the community of Wayland.
Of Wallen, yeah.
However,
Used to restore and resemble a typical water tower. That's pretty cool. Used by the railroads during the steam age. Cool, cool, cool.
Till the 1950s.
That's so awesome.
This is cool.
Look here.
Shows the change stuff.
Oh yeah.
How they used to change the rails.
Look at that. It's part of the track. Let's check this out over here. Look at this train. Now this is pretty cool. It's got a Christmas wreath on it already. It looks like it's got lights on it too. It does. All right, Ian, what does that? What kind of engine is that? Read that to us.
Shea engine 2147.
2147. Shea engine 2147. 70-ton Class C Shea locomotive built in 1909. Look at this. Let me go around here. Give everybody a full look at it. Man, it's a snazzy. She's snazzy.
But the cool thing about this locomotive is specifically built for curvy tracks and to haul really heavy loads. If you'll notice, every wheel on it is a drive wheel.
That's so cool.
And it's hinged so it can turn steeper.
Let's get a closer look at these wheels. Look at that. So
There's
awesome.
typically a shaft right here between
Between
these
them?
knuckles, and
That's so cool. It's so cool. All right, let's see what about this one. What does this one say? Let's walk around this way. Look at this beautiful day today, y'all, before we get to this next piece of equipment. Look at this beautiful sky. You can't beat the Smoky Mountains, y'all. Look at this.
It's not even cold outside.
I know, it's not even cold. What is this one, Ian? Tell us about this one.
Log loader.
A log loader. Look at that. Steam-driven log loaders were used by the Little River Lumber Company for most of its history. That's so cool.
well, I'm typically a motorhead. Love anything with engines and things like that. And this machine amazes me because the cylinder in a regular car like my V8 is about the size of my fist. It's about this big around, about that tall. And then it's got an arm that comes off the bottom about that big. This is the arm. This is how big the cylinder head is.
Oh,
the size of about
word.
a 5-gallon bucket. That's the cylinder
crazy.
heads. So this thing would produce mass power. It's untold at the horsepower this thing would make to haul big loads of lumber and stuff. This thing is amazing.
All right, this little beauty is a portable steam engine used in the backwoods to power portable sawmills. The lady that runs the museum said the sawmill actually ran right along this fence line. It's where it was located back in the day, right along this fence line. Going on in toward the actual museum, you'll see that this is Ian playing on the railroad tracks, but this is the original railroad tracks from the early 1900s that brought the lumber in and out of this area. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is a train depot and the post office. This is the original Walland Depot. It served as a junction of the Little River and Southern Railroads for almost 4 decades. This is where passengers could catch or change trains. This is so cool. This is also the original post office of the era too. All right, this is inside of the museum. And it starts out with some history of the area. About 600 million years ago, the Great Smoky Mountains were formed through the repeated collisions of 2 land masses called tectonic plates. Here's a picture. Look at that beautiful Smoky Mountain picture. Here's some information about early settlers. Of course, we all know the early settlers of this area were what? Native Americans.
Cherokee.
Native Americans. Archaic Indians were the first ones, and then later on in the 1700s, of course, the Cherokee Indians came through and settled in this area.
That pretty picture of the farmland in the Little River.
Oh yes, that's beautiful. Here's some of the old equipment, old tools.
The fro.
Some old folks that lived in this area.
It's what they used to make shingles for their houses and stuff.
Oh wow, a fro, yes. Cool, that's interesting. Here's some information about the tannery in the area. Let's see, who was the tanner, does it say? John Fisher. John Fisher was his name. There he is.
Yep.
Awesome, there is the old tannery office even. Look at that, this is so cool. And here's what the Walland Depot used to look like back in the day. All right, W.B. Townsend. Of course, this is Townsend Community in the Great Smoky Mountains. And this is Colonel W.B. Townsend. There's him. Here's some information about building the railroad. This is so awesome. Look at some of these bridge pictures. Look at that. There's that swinging bridge. That's so cool. Let's see. Ooh, look at this.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have a respect for what our forefathers did to build this country, think about this. This hammer, see how narrow the head is on that hammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is to drive this into that big chunk of wood.
Yeah.
And think of how many miles they did this.
Oh, yeah.
They're what? 2 feet apart?
Yeah, 2 feet at a time.
2 feet at a time.
2 feet at a time. There's a picture on the wall, some old
Them men
railroad
literally worked
folks.
themselves to death.
There's some more equipment back through here in the back. And there's information on the town of Townsend. Nestled in the Tuckaleechee Cove on the Little River, town of Townsend was the heart of the LRR and LC operation.
Here's the official seal.
There's some folks that actually lived here. Some information about the logging in the land. Let's see. Clear cut timber. Of course, fires, routinely, you know, timber operations, there's always a fire. Look at that. Look at that scarred mountain. Scarred mountain after they cleared it.
Oh, wow.
What is it?
Camp Willis P.
This
Davis.
is the, yeah, look at that. The camp.
10/25/1959.
1959. And look at this. Here's a calendar from 1951. And another calendar from 1953. Look at that.
Look what I found.
What'd you find?
I found
Ian
this.
found something. Ian found something about train wrecks in here. He sure did. Look here.
Let's go downstairs.
Look at this guy.
That's Herman. He's our faithful co-worker.
This is Herman. The lady that works here says this is Herman, their faithful co-worker. When I first stepped into this area, I thought that he was real. He even has a mask on. I think that's what kind of threw me off. But this is information about some train wrecks in the area. The first one happening around 1900. Kensal Springs. Wow. I mean, when you think about it, guys, you think about a train wreck nowadays and the destruction. But could you imagine a train wreck back in these times? What mass destruction there would be. Unbelievable, but very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's go on down the stairs. Let's go down the stairs. Some more information about locomotives and rail cars.
And there's an old keyboard.
It's an old keyboard. That's a typewriter, Ian. An old typewriter. Look at that. There's the old typewriter.
That's cool.
Or keyboard.
This one's broke. The H one's broke.
Is it? Ian found a keyboard.
Yeah.
An old keyboard. Let's see. Oh, look here. Information about camp life. There's the old Elkmont School, 1935. Fish Camp Commissary. Of course, the post office. And here's what, let's see what they did for recreation. Although men and boys typically work 10 to 12 hours a day and often 7 days a week, they still found time to organize baseball teams. That's unbelievable. Of course, they also like to hunt, fish, and swim. Same. Me too. And of course, they had their own churches here. There's a Baptist and a Methodist preacher for the area. Oh, that's something interesting. This sign says, Sunday school, however, remained non-denominational so everyone's children could participate. Fantastic. Oh, look, there's a picture of their baseball team. And they won the championship, looks like in 1922. This is just a fantastic, fantastic museum.
Hey, honey, come here.
Okay, I'm coming. Some more early logging kind of things. Let's see what Joe is conjured up in
He's
here.
about to get him an official seal.
Who is? Ian?
Yeah, of the Little River.
Ian's about to get an official seal of the Little River.
Just pull the handle down.
Pull the handle down.
Real hard.
The other way.
Help him, Joe. There you go. Push it down.
Pull it real hard.
Okay. Let go. Let's see it. Hold it up.
Then you can feel it.
Oh, feel it. You feel it? Oh, that's so cool. That's so neat.
That's cool.
And there's a cool gift shop also on the end here of our tour. We've got hats and we have shirts. Oh my gosh. Old engines never die. They just lose their steam. Agreed. Agreed.
I'm gonna buy them.
My favorite one's the light green one.
They got these. Ooh, I love those.
Yeah.
They have, oh my gosh, they have Christmas ornaments.
Thought derailed.
Christmas ornaments.
Hey, honey.
There's more to life than railroading. Let me know when you find it. Oh, that's so
I
awesome.
found you the perfect shirt.
What?
And me. My train of thought derailed.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, true. That would be me.
Well, I want this.
Hold on. Ian's already picked him out some toys over here.
I just have
Of course, they have all kinds of train toys. And they have shirts and socks and things like that. For children, they do. A big old selection. Actually, look at this. I mean, here's all the ones that they have. These are amazing. These really are. Look, they've got little kid toys too, Ian. Look.
Yeah.
Little kid toys. Big kid toys. Oh, I'm finding something that I love, and everybody knows what that is. Refrigerator magnets. Oh, yes, they have refrigerator magnets. And you guys know that I'll be buying one of those today. They have some books. Joe, here's an interesting book. It's called Call Me Hillbilly. Call Me Hillbilly.
Is that a book about my life?
It is. Totally. All right, that's it for the Little River Railroad and Logging Company Museum
Awesome place.
in Townsend, Tennessee.
I'm so glad we stopped here.
What was your favorite part?
The train. That big train right there.
The whole thing is unbelievable.
I'm in
It's
awe.
it's the neatest thing, and you know it's pretty cool because it's free admission.
Yeah. Don't
So
cost
there
you a
is
dime.
not a dime to stop and look around. You can look outside at all the trains and all the old train tracks, and
But they do accept donations, and they do
They
have
do.
a gift shop, and we encourage you to donate and
purchase something from
Purchase
gift shop.
something from gift
We
shop. Help
made
'em
some
out.
purchases from the gift shop. Let's just show them what we bought. You want to? Here's some of the things we bought. Ian had to get a snow globe. Okay. Ian had to get a train snow globe, and I thought that was so cool. Joe
of course,
had to get a coffee cup.
it's a
Of
cool
course.
coffee cup.
It's a very cool coffee cup. It's so nice. And I had to get, of course, a refrigerator magnet. And I also got
This is
an
for
ornament
both
for
of
my
us.
Christmas tree. These are hand painted. A local
Hand-painted.
artist comes by and sells these. This is the John Oliver cabin in Cates Cove, and the John Oliver cabin is my favorite cabin in Cates
And
Cove.
the artist that painted this is her ancestors worked on the railroad. She said that there's a picture of like this lady's grandfather in that museum.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
But guys, you find yourself in the beautiful town of Townsend, Tennessee, part of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Make sure you check out this railroad museum. You'll love it. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's really something to see. It's a little roadside attraction, and you just can't go wrong. Like I said, free admission. They do accept donations to keep it at free admission, and they do have a gift shop, so check that
Yeah.
out too. But guys, tell them Big Joe and Meleah sent you. And as always, we want to thank you for allowing a little bit of Big Joe and Meleah's world.
Into your world.
We'll see you soon, guys.
Bye.
Like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn the notification bell so you never miss a video. Choo choo!
Seems like they just don't get our ways. They try to control what we say. Funny things will never go away. It's who we are. We drink iced tea out of jars. We ride in trucks, put our time in at the farm. Nothing wrong with a little southern charm. It's who we are. Born and raised to have a loving heart. If they try to change us, they won't get very far. And what's a song without a steel guitar? It's who we are. You can see it in the evening news. They try real hard